Hey guys, welcome back to the Ultimate Guide to Dropshipping mini course by eCommerce Paradise. In this video, I'll be speaking about the best e-commerce platforms to sell through and how to evaluate those sales channels. So let's get into it. There's a few different types of business e-commerce platforms you can sell through. In my opinion, there's only one that's the best, but there are a few more that you should definitely consider, at least if not starting with, growing into as you grow your business to boost your revenue. So with that being said, what are those platforms? Well, there's marketplaces and hosted e-commerce platforms. So marketplaces are like eBay and Amazon, and eBay and Amazon are really cool because they make the website for you and they drive traffic for you, and then they remarket for you, right? So all that's taken care of, which all that costs a lot of money. All you have to do is list your product on there and make a store, and you can sell your products. So it's pretty cool. So if not, at least starting one of those, platforms right now while you build your business is really good. And then some of your suppliers will probably even allow you to sell those products on those platforms. Now, the only problem is that eBay and Amazon take between like a 10 to 15% fee, right? And the problem with that is it can greatly lower your profit margins. However, they don't really usually give discounts on those platforms, right? So you should be able to remain profitable because you'll probably normally be giving away 5 to 10% anyways. Now, with that being said, there is one more platform too. It's houzz.com, Houzz.com, but it's specific for home goods. So with that being said, definitely start accounts with those platforms, but don't base your business there. Base your business on a hosted e-commerce platform. Now, what hosted e-commerce means is that it's basically a platform where you're gonna own your website. And for the length of it, if you pay for it, you own it. It's your property. And you'll be able to actually sell it later on too. It's an asset that you own. Now, you could sell your eBay or Amazon store too. That could be part of a sale, no doubt. But Amazon owns the customer's information just like eBay does, and they are able to remarket to those customers to sell other products that they sell in other categories, right? So with that being said, you'll be able to remarket to those people. You'll be able to bring them back to your website more and more, and you can sell them everything from those products to affiliate products to membership site products, so on and so forth, and even services if you want to. So what are the hosted e-commerce platforms that I recommend? Well, the number one I recommend is Shopify. It's the one I use exclusively now. It's really easy to set up and use. It's fast, and they have a great support network, 24/7 support. The one that I used to use before Shopify was called WordPress and WooCommerce, and they're great as long as you have a really good hosting company. Now, I was using GoDaddy, and I still recommend GoDaddy, but back then they weren't as good, so now they've improved, and they actually have WordPress managed WordPress hosting, which I actually promote. You can see that at ecommerceparadise.com/GoDaddy hosting, and that is actually really good. I've never had any issues with that. But before that, I used their regular hosting packages, their like economy hosting, and I used to always have weird issues with them and stuff like that. So it was kind of a pain to manage. I had to have a developer on hand. The other thing too is I'm not that great at customizing a WordPress platform store. So if you know WordPress and use it already, you can definitely use WordPress to do e-commerce. But the thing about WordPress and WooCommerce is that you have to pay extra, usually one-time fees for add-ons to the store functionality. There's a lot of free plugins for sure in WordPress, but there's some that you have to pay through Woo themes. But with that being said, all the same functionality can easily be obtained. Shopify apps usually charge a monthly fee, and WordPress app plugins are like a one-time fee. So it's kind of a trade-off. You're going to spend about the same either way. In my opinion, though, it's best with Shopify because you have the support there. WordPress and WooCommerce support is there, but it's different. It's like a community support. It's a forum support as opposed to direct support. So anyway, with that being said, Shopify is my favorite e-commerce platform. I highly recommend doing that. It's the one I teach how to use in the Dropshipping Masterclass in the eCommerce Paradise Academy, and it's basically the only one I use now. So with that being said, definitely start your Shopify store first, right? And this is the same thing I teach in the Academy, and then grow into those sales channels as well. And the cool thing about Shopify is they actually link with Amazon, they link with eBay, they link with Houzz. So you can take all those products that you're gonna be selling in your stores and upload them to your stores there on those sales channels and make additional sales there, and they're all managed through your Shopify store. So it's really cool. When you get a sale on those platforms, it registers as a sale on Shopify, and you can manage it all in one place. So that's one huge benefit about using Shopify that I love and recommend. The other cool thing about Shopify is that it's mobile friendly, easy design, and there's no third-party fees like there are on Amazon and eBay. The only downside about selling on Shopify, your own hosted management, is that you're going to have to be managing the website. You're going to have to be driving the traffic. You're going to have to be remarketing to those people, sending those emails, right? And while that's not that difficult, and I actually go through step by step how to do that in the Dropshipping Masterclass, but you have to do it. You're going to have to be managing your website. You're going to have to be retargeting customers. You have to be doing the customer support and offering the phone support. You have to be doing, all the actual sales and stuff like that. So there you go. You can choose for yourself, but I recommend using everything. Starting with your hosted store, growing into sales channels, and using them all as one big package. And then, of course, 2-3 years down the road, when you have a huge amount of sales and long history and stuff like that, you can choose to actually exit a business and sell it for 6 figures or more, right? So that's up to you. I actually recommend holding on to your business for the long run, because even though it may feel like it's lucrative to sell, it takes a long time to build these businesses, and people that buy them actually can scale them more. So there's reasons to sell, but we'll get into that later. So for now, just understand you should definitely start with Shopify and grow into eBay, Amazon, and Houzz if it matches, and then go from there, okay? So I hope this video really helped. Definitely subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys out there. The next video is going to be all about actually running your dropshipping business. I know that I'm going to be skipping over sections specifically about building your website and getting suppliers, because I actually cover those in my dropshipping masterclass specifically, and I don't want to actually tell you guys all that information here, because I think you really need to get into that class in order to understand all that stuff thoroughly. Okay, so if you guys need more information on that, go to ecommerceparadise.com and check out the blog where I have specific posts, and then get into that masterclass, because it's where I teach step by step how to do it and show you like all the things I actually do in my own business. And actually that class is specifically built while I build an actual business, so you don't just get how to do stuff, you get to see me doing it and building a business and getting results from that business as the course progresses. So you can basically just do what I do. You can even choose to enter the same niche that I do in that course. I highly recommend it. So let's get into it, guys. Next video is actually running that dropshipping business once you get it started.